The hard truth is that you can't have change without loss, and you can't have loss without grief, and grief sucks. And that's what I'm coming to realize. As I'm going back to school at 26, as I'm quitting my hockey career, as I'm sober for 3 months, I'm going crazy, okay? I'm up and changed my life entirely, and it's driving me crazy because I am in all stages of grief at the moment, and it's hard. I miss who I was when I was drinking, and I miss the athlete I was, and I miss being in my grind set mode of trying to make my business bigger. But I don't at all, because the reason I decided that I was going to grieve these things is because I wanted change, and I'm going straight through the grief as best I can. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling at the moment. And not in a way that you would think I'd be struggling, but in a way where it's like, am I doing the right thing? What the hell is going on? I feel like I've never been a human before. I feel like I need to go back and put some training wheels on. Like, I'm just feeling really uncertain, which is a big part of grief. But the fun part about getting older is you get a little bit more brave. And grief, although one of the worst human experiences there is, especially when it's thrown at us when we're not ready, grief is an undesirable experience. So, you know, when you look at your life and you do a life audit and you're like, oh, I hate this job, or I hate where I live, I want to move out of this city, or I want to lose weight. Literally any decision you make that will change your life, big or small, you are not sitting there saying, I'm going to make a change. You are sitting there going, I am prepared to lose this thing, this identity. I am prepared to lose this chapter of my life, and I am ready to grieve it. So if you're ever looking at a situation, you know, whether you're scared to buy the plane ticket, or you're scared to break up, or you're scared to start at the gym, you know, I would have a lot of empathy for yourself, because you're not just making a choice to, you know, make a change. You're not being like, oh, I don't want to live here anymore, so I'm just gonna move. No, it's not that easy. You're looking at yourself and the life you've created for however long you've been a person, and you're saying, this situation feels so undesirable to the point where I'm willing to walk headfirst into grief over it. Do you know how hard that is? Especially if it's something that you're not certain of. Why would you leave comfort when you could just not? Misery, there's a reason there's so many quotes around it. Misery loves company, and being miserable is easy, because everyone in this world has goals and dreams. Everyone. And comfort kills a lot of those goals and dreams. Because, like, what the hell do you mean? To get out of my comfort zone and to make a change in my life, I have to go through grief. Who the hell wants to do that? Have you ever grieved anything? Have you ever been broken up with? Have you ever had somebody you love just die? Big dramatic grief is painful and horrible and the worst experience ever. But when you make a change in your life, the grief is subtle, and it's enough where it slowly starts to creep into your life. I'm 3 months sober, and the euphoria of being sober has kind of worn off. Am I still happy with my decision? Absolutely. I feel amazing. I go to events now, and I don't even drinking is just not even part of the identity anymore, which is really, really, really great. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't in the middle of the grieving process of who Jamie used to be. And I've wanted to quit alcohol for a long time, probably 2 to 3 years now. I knew it was bad for me. Every single terrible decision I made was with alcohol. But I wasn't ready to lose that girl yet. Because she'd gotten me to, 23, 24, 25 years of my life. I wasn't ready to say goodbye to her. So if anyone tells me that they're having a life decision, I live in Australia now, and I have a lot of people from my hometown contact me and go, I want to buy a ticket. Do you think I should move to Australia? Do you think I should move? And they're asking me for approval. And I have empathy for them, and I'm like, yeah, totally, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, they're not moving here. You want to know why they're not moving here? Because it's scary, and you'd have to say goodbye to your whole life. Same with sports. You wonder why people play sports until they play on the same sports team until it's not their decision to leave and they're not good enough to make the team anymore. That's grief. You know that you need to change. You know that that situation isn't serving you anymore, sports team. But you can't say goodbye to it, because to say goodbye to it, you have to say goodbye to that person you were that played. And that's not easy, but it catches up to us. If you don't make the decision to change, something will force you to do it. So choosing grief, choosing loss, choosing change is actually a really beautiful thing. And I think it's one of the bravest things people can do. And I don't really know if I'm making sense right now, but this is just my thought process, because I am deep in the middle of this silent grief that comes with quitting your career at 26, going back to school, living abroad, quitting a sports team, being sober. Don't know why I decided to change my life. I'm just a maximalist like that, I guess. So I wonder, what is the situation in your life that is holding you back from change? What is it that you're not ready to lose? What is it that you're not ready to grieve for? Or what is it that you are ready to lose, and what is it that you think you're ready to grieve? I'm curious to know, because my big three is my career, my drinking, and my sports. You know, those are my big three that I'm grieving. But I'm doing it. Am I doing it gracefully? Probably not. Look at me, I'm melting into my bed right now. But I'm being really brave about it, okay? I don't know. Let me know.